This episode of Good Times with Mo, the podcast, is brought to you by Globe.
It's not bragging if you back it up, right? In that case, welcome to the baddest show in the land.
You guys have so much sexual tension.
Where every question is answered.
Why is the moon following me?
And every challenge is met.
I will survive 40.
3 seasons of Good Times with Mo, and it's going as strong as ever.
Caller of the night is the girl that's banging her best friend's husband.
This is the top downloaded podcast in Philippine history.
And it's not even close. Other shows will copy its style, will mimic its setup, but no one brings it like this.
What's your favorite sexual position?
88. I ate you, you ate me.
Join us as we launch another season, another year. We don't just invite the hard questions, we dare you to come up with one.
Boy, this guy's really weird.
From Los Angeles and Manila, 2 studios, guest co-hosts, celebrity appearances, and just a whole lot of loving going on. It's the world famous Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 3. And your host, the Philippine genius, Mo Twister.
Welcome to the podcast. On this Wednesday night, it is the 28th of May, 2014. Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 3. Hey, you can call us, 880-9294, or Skype, which is the Good Times podcast. Text Viber, 0927-214-1981. Throw your questions in, love problems, whatever. We will go ahead and discuss it. But tonight, man, listen, it really doesn't get much better than this in terms of having the chance to hang out with amongst the elite beautiful in the country. Yes. She is so darn stunning. It is, I mean, you must know, you must get it every day. That's the thing about being that pretty. It's like, do you ever get tired of people saying it every day? And then you kind of have to have a canned answer. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. But boy, life must be good when your name is Jasmine Curtis-Smith. Good evening, Jasmine.
Hi,
Thanks
everyone. Good evening.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
Well, there it is. See, that's the canned answer there. You hear that? That's what.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it must be daily, though, right?
No.
Be honest.
No, it's not a daily thing.
It has to be when you look the way you look.
Well, it's a showbiz thing. People will say that every day, of course. Wow, blooming ka today. Oh. Thank you. I think people learn to just kind of say thank you so they don't have to suck it in and then let it get to their head sometimes.
That's true. You know what I like about you now, Jasmine, is we had a little chat prior to the show, and you're a lot more confident and grown up than the last time I bumped into you. We were on TV5 last time, and it could be about 3 years ago or thereabout. They're about 3 years ago when I last had you, say, on maybe a TV show I was doing, and you mean, it's not that you were not confident, but you were quiet. You're just kind of like a new girl in school thing, even though you're probably there for a couple months or maybe a year. Now you're just like, you're a grown up. It's awesome. You sound great. You sound like you really carry yourself well.
Thanks. Well, I try to be more confident and, set an example to all my fans. Of course, back then, 3 years ago, I was only 17 and starting and more reserved and too careful about everything I did.
So now that you've been in this business a couple of years, what have you learned about it that maybe, I don't know, whether it be from, say, your sister and watching her go through her thing and dominating in this industry for so many years now in a row, or just kind of on your own accord. Like, what have you learned about, like, what you like most and what you dislike most? And it's like, is there anything shocking, or do you have to pretend a little bit to be something you're not, or are you? I mean, I know this is like 10 questions in one, but is there anything that now that you're 20 and you're an adult and you're a little bit more outspoken, is there anything you're not satisfied about this business and things that you are satisfied about?
There's definitely quite a few things that not only me but fellow artists that I talk to have noticed that we don't really like about this industry. But then, of course, there are the good parts where we get paid well and we have great jobs, where we interact with plenty of people who are kind to us. But yeah, it gets tiring to have long hours for taping and lack of sleep, and sometimes your work is day after day, and sometimes you only get few hours of rest. That's the crappy part of it.
And but I think that's what you started on day one. Like the moment you got into the business, you were such in high demand. So I mean, it is probably like that for you. I mean, throughout your existence. And there are other celebrities that when they get into this business, you know, they spend a lot of time not doing anything until they finally get a break. I mean, you were such high demand, like from day one. Like people were trying to, like, I'm sure from the stories I hear, they were just trying to pull you away from Australia. And like the moment you get here, you're gonna be a big fucking star.
Well,
so
they said.
I mean, there hasn't been a lot of like hangout time for you since you started, right? It has been very busy.
It's been really, really busy, but the good thing is that my manager makes sure that I also get rest so that I don't become an evil person and start bitching around on set. You know, I have my vacation time with people, with friends, and it's good. So I become human also with my day off or my week off.
All right. Well, speaking of human, are you good with giving advice? Your friends come up to you and say, "Yo, Jasmine, I got a fucking problem, man. Help me here." I mean, like, what do you like as advice? Sometimes. All right.
Yeah,
you want to give it a shot?
I'm good. Yeah, sure. Let's try it out.
Now, some of these people are gonna be older than you. Some of them, some of them are gonna be younger than you. But whatever, it's a learning experience for us as it is them. So let's start with Dick, who's 27 in Singapore. What's going on, Dick? Welcome to the show, man. You're on line 5.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Dick.
Hi. Good evening.
Dick, listen, you sound like a gay guy, so I know you're not really excited about this whole beautiful girl in the studio, but this girl right here, Jasmine Curtis, she's a doll.
No,
man. Look at her. She's
I actually
stunning.
have hots for her sister.
Oh, my sister. Hindi ka na.
Yeah, Solange.
No, but Jasmine, you're
Hey.
I'm sorry, just fucking with you. No, because you're the Beyonce. You're on our show right now.
All
You're the
right,
Beyonce.
all right,
all
I'll
right.
take
Come
that.
on now.
I'll take
all
that.
right. Dick, what do you
I'm
got
just
going
saying.
on, man?
Huh?
What's your question? Why are you here?
Okay. So there. I recently realized that I'm gay, and then actually just this year, because I went to this bar here in Singapore with a friend, a girlfriend, and then during that time, that's the time I actually confessed that I'm.
Dick, I got a question. I'm going to cut you off here because I want to know how this goes, especially with with a guy like you, 27 years old and whatever. When you just realize, because I hear that you're super gay, like I could hear it in your voice, like straight up. I'm sure Jasmine can do the same. Jasmine, like he sounds super gay, dude.
He has a pitik.
Yeah. Now, does that happen like the moment you accept that you're gay?
No.
You know how like if you're not. Or you've always sounded like this. Yeah, go.
No. The weird thing is, ever since high school, my friends are actually mostly girls, but I actually confessed to some of my girlfriends, and then they told me they were actually shocked that I'm gay because they.
Okay, so my point is this, Dick. Talk to me like like you were in December. Like, what do you sound like? Because to me, you sound super gay. Like, how did you pull it off? For 20 years that you weren't. Like, you get what I mean, Dick? You're like, hi, Jasmine, OMG. You know, that's what you sound like. So when you say,
really?
I just accepted that I was gay, recently,
Plus
I want to know, what did you
you.
sound like before?
And you just said you have the hots for my sister, so how does that...
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're just
No,
you were
this is my normal voice.
Ah, okay.
I don't understand how they were shocked. All right. Anyway, so let's get to your question, bud.
No, because they were just telling me that what they call this, that but they change clothes in front of me, and then it's just walang mali siya, something like that. Pero they didn't expect that.
No, they knew you were gay. Dude, girls, listen, it doesn't matter who it is. I don't care if you're the most platonic bro-like. I mean, Jasmine, back me up on this. There's no way you're going to change your clothes in front of a dude, regardless of how innocent your friendship is.
Maybe.
You would?
Well, I think some guys are comfortable enough to do that in front of their mates, right?
No. That's...
No?
Mates, you mean pals.
Yeah, pals. Like
You would
guy
change.
pals.
You would change in front of like. Okay, if I told you right now, If I told you right now, like
Me.
I have no attraction, yes, to you because I look at you because I know I'm friends with your sister and because you're her younger sister. To me, you're like a sister. If I said you that whole spiel, you would totally undress in front of me.
Oh, if I had a guy friend and
Yeah,
knew
you guys are just pals.
he was straight, would I change in front of him?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that's impossible.
Okay. I thought you meant guy friends, guy to guy.
No. This guy Dick here is saying that his girlfriends would get naked in front of him and they'd be like, "No, Militia." I'm like, that's bullshit. They knew you were gay.
Yeah.
They knew you were gay the entire time.
Yeah,
Dick.
no, because I had a friend in Australia and he wasn't open about it, but everyone just knew it. You know, you could tell by the way he talked and moved, and everyone would change in front of him. It was totally normal.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
no one
that's
ever had to
that's
say
fine.
anything.
But if they knew, if they had a hint that you were heterosexual, there's no fucking way in hell they're going to change in front of you, Dick. That's no way. All right, I don't hear a question here, buddy. What's up? So tell us what's going on.
Yeah, all right. So there. So upon realizing that I'm gay, I tried hooking up with someone who is older than me. And
Alright.
he's not telling me his real age, but I got a hint that he's actually late 30s.
Fair enough.
Late 30s already, all right. And then when we met in this bar, it's a gay bar here in Singapore. I got his number, and then I asked for his name. And what I usually do is I get the full name of the person because when I register it in my mobile, and then he gave me the wrong name, the wrong
Gotcha.
surname.
Okay.
All right, and then so there we hooked up. We actually kissed first, and then the next day we hooked up. We did it, and then after doing after the making out thing in the bar, I text him. I WhatsApp him the good night, thank you, whatever, and then he would just reply, good night, dude, something like that, and then
Good night,
My
bro.
dude.
yeah, pakis, yeah.
Yeah, all
And
right.
then there, and then I felt like it's kind of cold already. All right, and then
Sure.
the next morning, I WhatsApp him again, and then I said good morning, and then it's weird that he's not replying right away. I mean,
No.
maybe I'm
No, it's not.
yeah,
No, it's not.
yeah. All right. Let me continue. All right.
Yeah.
And then,
well, hurry up.
I know it's so long.
Jesus, it's taking
sorry,
fucking
sorry.
forever.
Okay, and then he's not replying right away, and then in the afternoon he actually replied, and he
Bless you, Sam.
God bless
he asked me to go to his place.
All right.
So so we did it there.
This is the most
And then-
boring hookup story I've ever heard,
I know.
Dick.
Wait, so
I'm
he
bored
asked-
out of my
he asked
brains.
you to go to his place at what time?
in the afternoon delight.
Afternoon
Yeah.
naman pala.
Dala ka ng food?
Alright.
Yeah, all right. And then?
All right, and then after that, it was a Saturday, and then Sunday he's not replying again, and then Monday not. I didn't message him already because I was like thinking that all right, I'm gonna give up on this.
Okay, quickly. I don't need the day by day. And then what happened? What's the question?
What is your question? What do we think is going on in his mind, or what you should do?
Thank you, Jasmine. I think that's exactly. And look how easy that was, Dick. Did we lose Dick? Did he just get cut off?
Oh,
Oh shit, he just got cut off. All right, so fuck. I just wanted one last piece of information, which is okay. Now, where are we today? And I think he is. I think he's asking what you're asking, Jasmine. Is
Yeah.
what's going on here? Like, what's the deal with this guy? And my answer, Dick, is you guys are just because you made out with him and then you did it the next day or whatever doesn't mean you guys are in a relationship.
I agree.
So you can't expect anything else than what you have now, and especially the whole good night, and then he's like,
Yeah.
good night, dude, and then good morning, like right away. It's like, oh, okay, Mr. Attached.
Yeah, and especially because it happened straight away. You know, they hooked up and did it, and it was at a club. You know, you can't expect
Sure.
a relationship to start from there.
Exactly. No, that's 100% correct, Jasmine. It's like when you kind of when you break down the entire experience that night, where you were, what you did, random guy and all that, how can you expect the next day he's supposed to text you all day long?
Yeah. And plus,
you guys didn't start out as friends.
It was just a few days. I mean, if it was over a course of a month where the guy, started to not text after a week or so, after
absolutely
texting every single day and every hour, that would be
Hello.
Ayun.
Yeah, oh, there you he's back. All right, Dick, so what's your question?
Yeah.
Your question is, what's going on with this guy? He's acting weird?
Okay, because during our conversation, he went ballistic. Like, he told me, Dick, why are you like that? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you, what do you call this? Why are you treating me special? Something like that. Because I'm texting him, I'm checking, something like that.
Yeah,
and then
you're not supposed to, Dick.
But the thing is, he actually...
Dick, you were acting like Jasmine's stalker in her new TV show, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes.
No,
you're not supposed to text and say, he didn't even trust you enough to give you his real name.
Exactly.
Well, you have no business texting him regularly.
Because he told me that he's like that to anybody else.
No.
That he's not giving his
Dick,
complete information.
Dick.
Yeah.
Like, you just met the guy. All he wanted from you was a piece of ass. He doesn't want text messages.
I know, but what I mean is, I felt like he's a lonely man because he's like telling me, what do you call
But
this?
he wasn't replying straight away, so that gives it away that he's not a lonely man.
Yeah, he's not a lonely man. He's at a bar hooking up with dudes, random dudes. That's so far from lonely. He's actually living a fucking fantastic life.
But no, he told me this. He told me, listen. He told me this.
I will tell you that too to get you away. I would be imagine if you texted me good evening, then you texted me good morning on the same night, and you don't even know my real name. Then you're coming over my house. Okay, fine. He's like, all right, maybe I should just do it with this guy one last time because sayang din, nandiyan na eh. And then you start texting me all about my feelings and this and that. I'm gonna be like, listen, Dick, I'm a lonely man. You know what he means by I'm a lonely man? I want to be left alone. Like, do not text me, call me, breathe on me. Don't do any of it. When I say I'm alone, that's code. That's me being nice to tell you to fuck off.
Okay. All right, but it's as if he doesn't want to be friends with anyone because he's like...
He doesn't want to be friends with you!
Yeah, maybe he just wants to stop things so he can start a new hookup with someone else and not be disturbed. Maybe that's...
Dick,
because he just wants to play around.
Friends with you. I don't want to be friends with you, Dick. I could never hang out with you if you were handling yourself the way you handle yourself.
Okay, fine.
Aww.
All right. Sorry to hurt your feelings, buddy.
No,
but
I'm good. I'm good. It's just that you should have told me earlier that, hey, fuck off.
Maybe he was just trying to give
nice.
you signs and be nice about it.
I'm not going to be nice about it. I'm going to tell you what it is, Dick, because you're calling here. You need some help. I'm telling you. Listen, I know maybe you're excited. I don't know. You just came out. Okay, fine. You're out of the closet. You got to understand. Now, I'm not a homosexual guy, but you got to understand that the casual hookup, I think, is more prevalent in the community that you've now joined than it is in the straight community. So get used to this. Those gay bars, man, those places, they're to hook up. That's like, I mean, I'm not all of them, but a lot of them are there to hook up.
Yeah.
So this is not going to be the first time for you. So relax with all the feels.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
right,
and I think also when from observing my gay friends here, when they're in a relationship, they don't usually go out. Much like normal straight couples, they tend to just chill at home or go out on a date rather than partying, unless it's a someone's birthday or it's an event. That's usually.
And just take the clues.
Yeah.
Dick. I mean, the guy's not giving you his name.
And just have fun.
Nothing else means more. Let's just bang and go on our separate ways than that. They're like, hi, my name is Dick. What's your name? Well, I'm probably not comfortable with giving you my name. Okay, can I blow you now? Sure. That's what's supposed to happen. None of this good night and all of that.
That's for a relationship.
By the way, sorry.
Yeah.
He has a partner.
Oh, there we go.
No wonder he wants to stay away from me. Oh, he's alone. He has no friends. He wants to be by himself. But by the way, he's got a boyfriend.
It's long distance.
It doesn't matter.
He's still
Dick.
busy with that partner, though, right? That's why he wasn't
Yes.
replying to you.
That's why he's not replying.
But he was
That's why he doesn't want
telling me-
anything to do with you. Now, in fact, you're terrifying him because he just cheated on his boyfriend. And what's the worst thing when you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend is having a third party that's obsessed with you, that's going to follow you around. Then you're really going to get in trouble. You're almost obsessed, and you just met this guy. So shut up.
Yeah, and you're calling us for advice about him. So,
Oh yeah, there you
I just
go,
wanna- I just
Jasmine. You got to be on the show more often because you're sharp as shit. Dick, I'm hanging up on you just because I need to get rid of you, just like that guy. Story of your life, buddy. Chop chop, man. Come on.
sorry,
Wake up now.
Nick.
All right, Dick. Come on. You're in Singapore. Great city. Great time to have fun. Congratulations on coming out. I'm so fucking happy for you. Go out there. Just have a few casual partners,
Live
and
your
maybe
life.
that will get the ball rolling and how you understand how all of this works. All right? All right,
gone.
Dickie. Poor guy. Broke his heart.
Oh, well.
All
He
right.
has to get the
what are you gonna do?
pictures right.
Say la vie. Yeah, totally. Tough love. Let's go to Jay. Jay, you're on line 6. You're 18 years old now, and you're in Laguna. Hi, Jay. What's up?
Hey, hello.
What's up, brother?
Hi, Jasmine. Hi,
Hey, Jay.
Ning.
Whoa,
ang-
cell phones.
Ako,
Okay.
I'm actually involved in a relationship na tatlo po kaming tao involved. This is actually my best friend's sister. I'm 18. Siya 20. Actually, sige, 25 siya. Ayun. Tas, syempre, tumatambay kami sa bahay ng tropa ko. Nakilala ko yung sister niya. Then, after nun, naging friends kami agad. Tapos kinaumagahan. Ayun, text. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Po. Tapos simula nun, actually may boyfriend po siya nung panahon nagkakilala kami. Pero,
Alright.
after nun, everyday text na po. Tapos, meron na kaming something na hindi po namin nililabelan. Second month na po ngayon.
Mm-hmm. And then?
Actually, sabi sa akin na parang mas masaya siya sa akin pero hindi niya Hindi ko lang alam kung hanggang saan ko hanggang kailan dapat iput ganitong klaseng tapos po ayun tas iniisip ko din syempre
hold on one second, Jay. You know what makes me laugh, Jasmine? It's with these guys that have, when they get on the show or if they carry, hello, hi, ganito yung problem ko. May babae super in love sa akin. I'm like, how? How is she? How is this possible? Like, how are they super head over? Hindi talaga. Parang sobrang in love sa akin. I'm like, in what your personality? Like, well, what part of it is they fucking crazy nuts about? It's like, because I can't back barely stomach this. All right, so Jay, let's get back to it real quick here. You're in a relationship with your best friend's older sister. She's 25. She also happens to have a boyfriend. You're going on month number 2 now of this affair, or whatever you want to call it. What's the question?
sa kay po kung seryoso kung totoo ba yung feelings niya if ever po. Kasi hindi ko po alam kung naglalaro lang siya or ano. Hindi ko rin po alam eh. Sa babaeng perspective po kaya yung
Fair enough. All right. Yeah. Thanks for the call, buddy. Hold on. I'll talk to Jasmine about this. But thanks for the call. We appreciate it. What do you think, Jasmine?
Well,
my kind of mantra in this whole cheating life is if he cheated with you or if she cheated with you, she's going to cheat on you.
Yeah.
Like that's what I live by here.
Definitely.
You ever been in a situation that you kind of liked a guy who had a girlfriend and then, he said the whole, I can't leave her right now, but I will. And then you just kind of hold on there. Has ever happened to you?
Me? No, I made sure to stay away from that because that's just trouble.
Yeah.
But I know for sure if that ever happened to me where I started talking to someone and I was saying those things, then if I was real about it, then I think I would instantly drop whatever I had with the first person because then I'm serious about that other person that I started talking to. But I don't think that this Jade, the sister of his best friend, I don't think that the sister is any serious with him because she's still with a guy, and
Exactly.
I think she's just having fun texting him.
Yeah.
Although pangkilig niya lang, kumbaga, I think. Because
Yeah, we
maybe
talked
she doesn't
about this-
feel that with her boyfriend anymore.
We talked about this slightly yesterday in the whole, okay, what if you have a girlfriend, what if you have a boyfriend and you meet somebody else that you like? What are you supposed to do? Because, and you don't want to cheat. Like, that's what you don't want to do. So it happens all the time, right? You have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, you meet someone else. You meet someone else like, oh my God, they're the best thing ever. What am I going to do? What most people do is they end up doing both relationships at the same time, waiting to see if anything truly materializes with number two, and then they break up with number one, which then becomes cheating.
Yeah.
What you want to do, and what Jasmine said right now, is you end it. Like, it's normal to meet someone you like more.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship. That happens. Yes, we understand that. But you have to then immediately end your current relationship.
Yeah. If you want to
Because
be a
if
good
anything-
person, you know.
Right. Or and if anything, aside from being a good person, if anything, it just tells you that the person you're with is not for you.
Yeah, because you found someone else that you like
Yeah.
better. So why stick to someone that you know you have feelings for, but you know you have stronger feelings for the second person?
Even if number two doesn't materialize. Like, let's just say, Jasmine, I had a girlfriend, and then I met you, and I was like, oh my God, this girl's amazing. Now, I'm going to have to break up with my girlfriend right now because of this girl. Not because Jasmine likes me,
Yeah.
but because I like her. Now, if she likes me back, then that's just a bonus. But if anything, meeting Jasmine, seeing how wonderful she is, just made me realize, hey, wait a minute, I'm not in love with my girlfriend as I think I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then I wouldn't have the hots for Jasmine.
Yeah, and or you wouldn't see any future with who you were with prior to seeing me.
Look
Right?
at you, all grown up. My
Nah,
goodness. 3 years ago, there's no way in hell I thought you'd come up with that answer. Good for you, Jasmine Curtis-Smith.
Thank you.
Let's take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about your new TV show.
All right.
It looks fantastic,
Thank
love,
you.
and it really does. And this is not, I'm not kissing ass because you're here. We were talking about this the other day that, you know, I know you have billboards up right now and people like spray painting on them. I guess it's all part of the promotion thing, but it looks fantastic. We'll talk about it after this.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
Yeah, so we took a plane over to Ormoc, and this is my first time. Thank you. People are so friendly. They've made me feel so welcome here. The people in the township were beautiful and maganda. We visited with the kids in the town. Just the beauty and the innocence of the kids. It just went a long way for me. It touched my heart. And I love children, and just to see them, you know, these big open smiles, that can go a long way.
Kids are beautiful.
Today, we are very happy to share with her our small token of appreciation.
When we went out there, we helped a small business owner at her sorry, put up a sign, and she told us her story. And to see that she's back up on her feet, working and building her business, that was very inspiring to me.
Salamat sa lahat.
With all the devastation, you know, a smile can change a moment. It sounds cliche, but I think it's true.
What we've done is actually give them a retailing package wherein we further increase their capability to earn. What we have given Manang Bising was a mobile phone, a retailer SIM, and a seed money or a startup money that allows her to sell load.
To the mobile number, the amount of load.
I think it's a natural instinct for all of us to help out along the way and give back. Globe Telecom has been an incredible partner with me in terms of allowing me raise awareness about what they're doing as well. And I saw what their mission is in nation building, culture building, and brand building. And I thought, you know, this is a really solid vision. Well, first off, I learned that the strength of the Filipino people is paramount. And even with all the challenges that have come their way, I think they're back up and very positive and hopeful that their towns and cities are going to rebuild, and it's inspiring to see that.
One big smile, smile.
I think, you know, programs like Project Wonderful is something that's huge here. Coming out and building homes and sending materials and sending financial aid is always just an incredible thing. I think, you know, throwing money at the problem is one way to go, but You know, what Globe Telecom is doing is they're inspiring small business owners to get up on their feet on their own and have the responsibility of running a business. And I think that there's something to that as well. It's very inspiring.
What show?
That show! It's a show! You know, that show! It's that show, buddy.
Oh, that show! Oh. Yeah, that show's cool. We talk about...
Oh, what does this look like?
Vagina? And...
Like a double blowjob!
Vagina?
Who is the asshole that decided to shave this shit off the entire planet?
Sometimes we like to talk about...
It's like when you guys like a high-fiving on a girl and then you're doing her in the butt and you're doing her in the mouth. High five, bro.
Vagina? Vaginas?
And you're jacking off really intensely, but like massaging your balls and shit. I'm not talking about a Chewbacca, man. I'm just talking about a nice little, you know.
Vaginas.
And don't miss that spot, like the cowper's gland. It's like in between your balls and your asshole. But not me, because I'm a guy.
Yeah, that's a cool show. You should watch it. I think we're on Tuesday.
Hi guys, it's me, Tita K. Tita K! Come and hang out on Live, Love, Lols. Let's talk about makeup, beauty.
Hi, ganda.
Who's that? We can talk about ugly too, not just kidding. And of course, Donya problems galore. Yaya, ang spaceship paki-on. Fashion, shopping. Oh my god, shopping! I love shopping. Ah! Food. We gotta talk about food. Anything and everything on cyberspace. Let's buy everything. We can talk about glamour and ubusan ng glamour. We fly Wednesday 6 to 7 p.m. only on nmfnetwork.tv.
So she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered. Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast and visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the program tonight, it's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, season 3 on this Wednesday night. Hey, Jasmine Curtis-Smith, you can follow her on Twitter. Not like she needs it. She's got over like fucking million-something followers. But hey, nevertheless, if you want,
following.
You can, right? It doesn't hurt. Her Twitter is Jazz Curtis-Smith.
Yeah.
With 2 S's.
Yeah.
If you are going to follow her on Twitter.
Same on Instagram.
Jasmine. Sorry. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hey, Jasmine, let's talk about your new show, yeah?
Sure.
It's called Jasmine.
Uh-huh.
Does that, first of all, does that make you feel weird that it's called your name?
Yeah, initially I felt really weird about it, but we warmed up to the idea because they presented a really good script to us, and we were convinced that it would work well.
Now, it's a very unique, I guess, concept, and one that I've not heard, because generally with TV shows, I mean, it's usually like, oh, okay, it's something, and then just redone a different way, because there's only so many ways there's only so many original ways you can tell a story, and then after that, it's just, you know, love story. A lot of love stories actually end up the same or sound the same and stuff like that. But this one I've not come across, whether it be locally or internationally or whatever. It seems kind of cool. Now, there might be something out there that's like it that I've not heard of yet, but at least to me, this sounds fucking brilliant. You play yourself, but a fictional version of yourself. So you play Jasmine Curtis-Smith, but obviously because it's a script, it's not what's going on in your real life.
Yeah.
But you play an actress, and all that good stuff, and everybody loves you, and like as is in real life. And then what happens?
And then I gain a stalker. He starts out just commenting on my Instagram, and then I ask my fans if they know who he is or she is, and then a few episodes in, or even the first episode, the stalker already does something to someone that I'm associated with in the industry. And and then he goes as far as beating someone up and kidnapping them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's gonna run for, you said 9 weeks?
9 weeks, only 9 episodes, and regardless of ratings or whatever, we will stick to only 9 weeks.
And how do you get involved? Now, please don't give away too much if I'm asking too much.
Sure.
Just disregard it. But do you get involved then in the rescue of this girl, or is a lot of the show about your life now being on the line, or a little combination of both? Like, what happens? He kidnaps somebody, and then?
And then I don't know if I can say much. About actually.
That's why I want to make. I just want to know, is your life on the line? Is it like a scary one, or like thriller, suspense? Like,
it'll go to something like that, but also I try to help people from staying away from this person, and then this person starts to get mad and whatnot, and it just gets scarier from there for my character, at least.
In your life, and I'm sure you get this question by the press all the time, so excuse me for asking something that you've probably asked a million times, but you, or maybe even in fact your sister, just because of how popular she's been for several years, you guys ever have a stalker that's gotten a little too creepy for either of you?
Actually, well, I've never had a person stalk me in person, as in, following me around in public or whatever. My fans my fans follow me to events, and that's normal because we tell them where we're going, but no one's ever showed up because they just somehow found out and they want more than to see me in person. They want to be with me. Nothing ever like that, but I have encountered someone who has found out what my number was, hacked my Facebook as well as my email.
Oh, you mean Dick from Singapore?
And it was scary because I didn't know that they had my phone number. I was only visiting at that time here in the Philippines, and I was using a prepaid number. And then a few days before I left, I found out that someone had changed my my Facebook password.
Oh,
and then I posted about it on Twitter. Next thing I know, I get a text from whoever hacked it and said, "I'm so sorry that I hacked it. I just wanted to have some fun. We got your info, blah blah." And so we decided to check your page out. And I got scared, so I deleted that account. I changed all my emails and had to start from scratch again.
I've always wanted a stalker. Come on, guys.
No, it's creepy.
I just feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like it makes me... I've arrived if you had some... I've never had a stalker before. And again, I mean, come on. Listen, this podcast has been downloaded 35 million times. Anyway, one of you guys can please just be a little creepy around me. Just make me feel a little bit more relevant.
Oh, next thing you know, someone will be flying over to LA to see you.
Yeah. Or they'll get scared of me. They're like, why would we stalk you? We'd be the one end up like shattered. That's true. All right, fair enough. So this one starts this Sunday, right, Jasmine?
Yes.
It's called Jasmine.
It's called
on
Jasmine.
TV5.
On TV5, 9:15 on Sunday. So it's to everyone who goes to church or has family dinner at the time. I'm sure you'll be home by then, so please watch it. There's no excuse.
Awesome. Alrighty. I hope this doesn't invite stalkerism too, also in your life, because you're doing a stalker show.
Well, whoever decides to become a stalker, they'll see also what the government or the law will do to you.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's we try to show that also on the show.
Fantastic. All right, good stuff. Jasmine Curtis-Smith here. Thanks, Jasmine, man.
Thank you.
That's good info. All right, you ready to go?
Sure.
More calls? Let's do it. Let's go to line 5 and talk to Santi. Hey, Santi, what's up? You're 20 years old in Marikina.
Yeah, hi there, Mo. And Jasmine.
Hey.
Jasmine. Yeah.
Jasmine.
All right, what do you got?
Jasmine.
Sorry.
Baka siya yung stalker.
No.
No, you can't blame him for saying Jasmine because on your billboard it says Jasmine.
Yeah.
Right?
It does.
No, I heard it from the TV5 ad.
Oh, thanks for watching
that's right.
TV5.
Yeah. Jasmine. Jazz R's right now. So what do you got? What's your question?
All right. Well, let me tell you my story first.
All right.
I have a buddy, and her ex-girlfriend is in love with me. I think.
Okay.
I am starting to feel the same. but my body left this girl for about a year ago, and he's with someone already. I just want to know if I can proceed to this. I don't want to break the bro code. He's
Gotcha.
my buddy since we were in grade school.
Yeah.
I don't want my buddy to get mad at me. So what will I do with this first?
I wonder, is the bro code stronger and more sacred than the girl code, Jasmine?
Well, for me, I think it doesn't really exist. You know, I think there are ways
Really?
around things that you can go about it in a respectful way. Like for me, for coming from me, I would advise you to tell your buddy straight up na, hey dude, you know, I think I'm developing feelings for your ex, and I know it's weird and it might offend you, but this is just how I feel and I can't stop it. You can't blame someone for falling for someone, you know, it just happens, right?
I don't know if it's that easy, though, Jasmine. I don't
It's
think that
definitely
conversation
not,
happens that
and
easy.
and I know that it might break your bro
Nose?
code or
Oh,
or
okay,
your
yeah.
nose with your friend. But if you really think that what you have with his ex will you know, flourish in the future, then I guess it should be worth it, right?
You know, the thing, what's good for you here, Santi, is that he's got a girlfriend already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He's already moved on.
That's always a good sign. Now, in our business, meaning say this showbiz thing, I feel like there is no bro code, girl code, Jasmine. Because
No, there
for some
is
reason we get a
definitely
pass.
none.
Yeah, for some reason this industry gets a pass. Like you can just jump from one girlfriend to another who's friends with this and worked with that, and then you can in fact work with them. You know, it becomes a little
Normal.
It's a little different, right? That normal in our thing, but different from I think people who don't work in this industry. And I hate doing that where I separate showbiz from say non-showbiz life. But
Yeah.
in showbiz, man, the bro code and the girl code is broken regularly.
Definitely. Maybe
And
no, go
it,
ahead.
it happens at times where there will be fights about it, but about 80% of the time it's cool. Now I want to know, why is it in showbiz most of the time it's okay? Like even in your, I'm sure, shit. I mean, again, not to bring up Annika, but didn't Anne like go out with somebody that was going out with maybe somebody else that's a friend of hers? I mean, it must have happened. I can't think of it right now, but it must have happened.
I don't know. Well, I can't think of it either, but I think the reason why that is pretty normal is because we start off. Well, I never did anything similar to this, but you know, people start off, or artistas or actresses start off in love teams, and then from there they get developed, and people are never surprised, and so that's why they're more accepted. So, for example, if you start, if actress number 1 is with actress number 2, and then they split up, but they were in a real life relationship, and they're paired up with someone else, and you know, it booms and people accept it. That's why it's never so painful for the public, and at the same time, regardless of however the person feels or your ex feels, you kind of just you're blinded by this spotlight that's on your new relationship and that the media is giving you, so it doesn't affect you so much. But I've never experienced anything like that, and until then I think that's when I'll know what it really feels like, or why
that's
it's
a good
accepted.
answer. Yeah, that's a good answer. But I also think the reason why it happens so much in our industry is that because we don't start out as friends from the beginning. We're
Yeah.
put together here by these networks,
Yeah.
and then we become friends because of that. So at that point, it's not like what this guy's going through. You met each other in school as a child and stuff like that, where
Yeah.
these friendships are so much, have stronger roots than the friendships that we make in our business.
Exactly.
Now, but with that in mind, though, it still is very difficult to go up to a guy and say, hey,
Oh,
listen, can I
yeah.
date your ex-girlfriend? It's
Definitely.
certainly a challenge. The thing that you have going for yourself, though, Santi, again, is that he's got a girlfriend. Is it breaking the bro code? Fuck yeah, it's breaking the
Oh,
bro code if
definitely.
you don't ask him.
Yeah.
You have to ask
Yeah,
him.
you have
Without
to.
his blessings, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and it means it never meant anything to you, whatever you had with your bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, that sounds
Now-
weird coming from me, but yeah, I don't think you should do anything unless you tell your friend, because yeah, it's just disrespectful. And is it worth
were they a strong couple? Like they lasted a few years? Because I mean, if they lasted only a few months and all that, I mean, all of these things we're trying to gauge on how successful you're going to be.
No, they last for 4 years, I think. 4 to 5 years.
That was that's entire high school or college, bud. That's a long time.
They've been together since we were in high school. That's why that girl is also close to me.
Close to you, yeah. You got to ask for his permission, buddy.
Yeah.
Who's he dating now? Is he really into the new girl? Like, is she like super hot and he's really happy and all that good shit?
And how long have they been together?
Yeah, she's hot, but not. She's hot, and she's our grade school classmate as well.
Jeez, yeah. Have you guys not branched out a little bit outside of your inner circle?
Yeah.
Santi, I'd fuck, man. I don't even know how to go about wording it, but I definitely you just gotta have to ask him.
Yeah. I just need the wording.
Oh, you want the wording? Shit. All right, you just go, hey, bud. I mean, you do it. Go somewhere. Don't do it over the phone. Just kind of you and him do what you guys love to do since you were younger. Maybe play some basketball, whatever it may be, and then just say, find out how happy he is in his relationship first. And then, how do you word this? Because I would never put myself in this situation. That's the problem.
What you could say is, like, okay, you start off with that, you find out how he is in his relationship, how well they're doing, and see if he's really happy. And if you can, and try to, this is weird because it's scripting it, but it'll be so different when you say it. You'll be wording it differently. But I think it's nice to kind of put in something about your own happiness, maybe, and try to say that you found that, or
bros don't do that.
I don't know. Well, if you really want to be in a relationship with that girl, then. You start to get all mushy, right? Guys do that.
Wait, what about, you think alcohol should be involved, Jasmine, in this one? It might relax somebody, or it might make them more aggressive.
It might aggravate someone,
yeah. You think so? I just feel like maybe the best time to have a heart-to-heart is over a couple of beers.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Dude, you know what? There is no easy way.
No.
I think you just have to come up to him. You know him better than we do. You know how to talk to him. I'm sure you've shared some really heartful moments through the years, and then you just kind of get in that frame of mind, and you just say, hey, listen, your ex-girlfriend, we hang out a lot now. I'm not saying anything is going on, and we're not flirting, but we're just hanging out a lot. Well, are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, start with that.
So you can you're slightly lying to him here, but at least you're getting a feel for it. You have to be clear. Nothing's happening. We're not flirting, but we're hanging out a lot. Are you comfortable with that? Because I don't want to piss you off. And if he's like, no, bro, kahit i-date mo, okay lang. Then you're like, oh, thank you, God.
You get the sign.
You're hoping he says that.
Yeah.
All right?
Good luck.
All right. Good luck, Santi. If you get punched in the nose, though, it's not our fault either.
Yeah.
It just really is what it is. But I think that approach is going to work out for you pretty good. Just say, we're hanging out, but nothing's happening. What do you think about it? That's all.
Actually, that's the boy way to do it.
All right?
It's different when you're a girl.
Right.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, I got it.
Good luck.
Thanks, bud. Bye-bye. I'd be terrified. No, now I know. I know one. Yeah. I know an example, but yeah, never mind.
What?
Well, didn't your sister date Richard Gutierrez, and then Richard Gutierrez dated Georgina Wilson, and Georgina Wilson and Curtis are friends?
Yeah. But,
so that's girl code break. So how did they handle that?
They weren't friends yet when Ate was dating Chard, and then they broke up, and then when George and Chard were dating, they weren't friends. Ate and George weren't friends yet.
Okay. So it's not.
They were just
girl code
acquaintances.
break.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm trying to think if there's another one. All right, never mind. Fair enough. Katie, you're on line 1. What's up? 26.
Hi.
Hi. What's up?
Hi, Mel. Hi, Jasmine.
Hello.
Actually, I just need some advice. Sorry, I just feel awkward. My ex-other girl's name is Jasmine as well, so.
I'm sorry, what?
The other girl. Her name is Jasmine.
What other girl?
The other girl.
Oh, you have a fucking problem with a girl named Jasmine, and it makes you immediately not like Jasmine.
Sorry, my name is Jasmine.
What's your middle name, Jasmine?
Anyway,
Yeah.
Cassandra.
Hold on one second, Katie. What is it?
Cassandra.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank
hey,
you.
you look like a Cassandra.
Thanks.
All right. Cool. So you have a problem with the Jasmine in real life. What's the deal here, Katie?
See, My ex wants me back. We've been together for like 7 years till I found out that he's cheating with his office mate. Currently with Jasmine, with that Jasmine. He wants to go back to us. Actually, we have kids. We have 2 kids, but he wants me to wait till the other girl gives up on him and moves back to, I think, to Pampanga. He said their relationship won't work kasi the girl will choose her family over him kasi may sabit siya, di ba?
Sure.
I really hate him, but yeah, I still love him, and I'm actually thinking about our kids. So I think he's just using me as a fallback. Kasi
you're what we call a consolation prize.
Ang alam ko kasi they're living together na, and the girl is the one paying the rent dun sa condo, and
God, this guy looks better and better.
Yeah.
He looks fantastic, doesn't he? What a catch.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right, Katie. Continue.
And ayun, so I don't know. He's asking me to wait, so I'm not so sure if.
No, don't wait. What the heck?
Do you make more money? Do you make more money than he does too, Katie? Like, are you going to be paying the rent and all? Okay. Obviously, this guy is just what we call a parasite.
Yeah.
In our para siyang kuto. You know, and you know, he is about as awful of a guy as you'll come across in your life.
And don't wait. Hello, if you already know what he's doing with the other girl, and he's saying that I'm just waiting for her to give up on me, why can't he give up on her already and be with you, right? It's as simple as that. Why wait for someone?
And that, I mean, that's just, Jasmine, you're right, but that's just one little... That's a speed bump almost, because you have to remember he cheated on you.
Exactly. Plus,
you guys have been together since you were teenagers, which is really not a good sign.
Exactly.
He's
and you have
making
kids.
you a fallback plan.
You have kids, and he left you.
Kids, actually.
Yeah.
So,
no, that I would think about your kids and not get back together with him. More importantly.
Because he sets a bad example, and also, what kind of relationship will your kids look up to? You know, he's just.
Do you have daughters or sons?
I have 2 sons. I came from
2 sons.
Great. From a broken family as well. So
right. I was going to ask you that. Right.
How it feels. So.
Well.
No.
Yeah.
Your 2 sons, that's 2 future criminals if you let your husband back. Sorry, I mean your ex back. I mean, it's bad news, Katie. And it is, in fact, I think I don't want to call it a failure, but maybe, you know, growing up, having this issue also at the household that makes you think that bringing him back is a good idea is actually, in fact, a bad idea.
I agree. Because I have
awful.
My parents were separated at an early age, and although I wish they would still be together, it's actually been pretty helpful that they're not, because, you know, I get to see them in 2 different lights, and I don't have to wonder why they don't like each other anymore, despite that I love that they might feel for each other. You know, it just won't work. And like you said, whatever he does with that girl, he's gonna do to you, because you earn more, and he's not obviously showing any signs of, you know, giving anything to that girl. So what can he give you? Or
I'm even surprised at his honesty. Like, how honest he could be about it. It's like, sweetheart, listen, can I get back together with you? But I'm going to wait till this girl dumps me, you know, because she's paying the rent and all that. And I know I cheated on her with you. I'm amazed at how fucking
feeling ko, yun yung nangyayari. Like, yung girl, yung provider.
Yeah. No,
and
he
it's gonna
is
be the same
a
with
loser.
you. Yeah.
This is loser, like fucking in the truest form. I hope he's listening to you, fucking douchebag.
I found out as well.
I agree.
Because of this show, because I called you guys, I think last year, and I found out that he actually cheated on me with my own cousin. Because
oh my God, why would you
just
get
gets
back
better
with
and
him?
better. So since that, actually, this last year. So since that,
this story gets better.
Don't get back with him.
To his Twitter, and I think he won. So
yeah. Well, listen, sweetheart, please. You have 2 sons. And you do not want to create 2 monsters by bringing him back.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys, man, they look up to their fathers to be role models, to learn how to behave. I mean, they don't know. Sometimes they don't know yet what's right and wrong. They only know what's in front of them.
Yeah.
And when their father is going to act this way in their household and behave that way, they will, in fact, then be him down the line. Exactly. And then there's going to be several other yous down the line and their girlfriends. And then the cycle and this vicious cycle just is going to continue and continue. Please do not bring him back.
No more
Okay.
second chances, like giving him a second
No more
chance.
second
No
chances.
more. Hello, you've given
Absolutely
him
not.
2 chances already.
Yeah.
Cheated
Yeah.
on you with your cousin, and then now this office mate. Why? Why would you?
Yeah, this
get
is
him
not
back?
this is not cool. All right? Please,
Thank you.
Katie, I'm begging you. This is for the better of our society.
Yeah.
It's not even just your life. You let this guy back in your life, he becomes even a greater douchebag. And then that means I or Jasmine or anyone else would have to interact with him at some point at a mall or something like that, and it's just going to be trouble for us.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I don't like
I'm
interacting with
so
douchebags
hurting
too
what
much.
happened with my parents, so I'm just afraid
Yeah, well,
that it will happen with my
then
kids
maybe,
as well.
maybe see some counseling then. If you're having a hard time dealing with what happened to you growing up, you can always see a therapist, and
Talk
that will
to
help you
someone.
really unwire some of the, if quote unquote, problems, damage, or whatever that you've grown up. But you don't want to, the solution to your problem, your own personal problem, isn't to bring in another problem.
It's not going to solve anything that you've been through already, or it's not going to fix anything that you've already gone through. All you can do is advise your kids and show them the proper way, regardless if there's a father figure or not. You can always bring them up the right way.
And I'd like to say this, and Jasmine, please forgive me if I'm being a little too personal in your life, but I did not know that you were brought up in a home where your parents were separated.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think that that's a good thing is because I didn't even sniff it out.
Yeah,
the way
there you
you
go.
carry yourself, the way as positive as you are and as confident and as just, you're a pretty spectacular person.
Thank you.
I would have never sniffed out that maybe there was an issue growing up because, in fact, it was handled correctly.
Exactly.
You see?
Yep. Thank you.
I mean, it really is, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I usually I could sniff it out from people because they wear it on them. So and you know it takes me 2-3 minutes to sniff it out, maybe even less, 30 seconds. I mean, people, how quickly sometimes are these callers? They call, hey, and I'm like, oh shit, man, your parents are fucking
like
awful,
first
and they're like,
10
yes.
seconds, yeah.
Yeah, the first 10 seconds
10,
I could
15,
smell it on you. We've been here an hour. I didn't sense it at all on Jasmine. So I mean, it was done. And anything, it was done right. All right, Katie. Don't be one of them where your kids are calling this show fucking 10 years from now. All right, baby?
Good luck, girl.
All right. Get out of here. Last chance for your calls when we come back. Jasmine, you good? One more
I'm
break?
good. Yeah, sure.
All right, fantastic.
Thanks.
Jasmine Curtis-Smith on the show tonight. Her show is called Jasmine. It airs 9:15 p.m. Sunday, starting this Sunday. What a really cool concept this show
Thank
is.
you.
I'm actually really excited for you. I wish I could watch it from here. Maybe I can. We'll talk about that, if it's possible, to not just get it on TV. Back after this.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
During and after what happened sa Yolanda, seeing everybody helping out each other, that's what really made sense to me. Since I'm a fashion stylist, I would always want what looks good together and finding the pieces that would look great together.
I think for us as Filipinos to get up and mobilize to help other kababayans in need, that's natural to us. But for us in this case, to never give up and never get tired.
Whatever your job is, it doesn't matter. During that time, we just all went there, helped each other, and moved the world.
When I figured out the gravity of the devastation, I don't know, there was something inside me that just felt like nothing else in my life mattered. I worked very closely with Gawad Kalinga. I was so happy that Globe chose them too, because as an organization, I feel that their love and care for the people and the communities is something that I don't see enough. I just find that that was the most special one for me.
It's a good feeling, especially when you know when you're helping some other people, especially when you see them so happy because they're gonna have a new house, new home.
It also means that we're showing them that we're involved, that we care, that they're not alone. The top executives were here today. ambassador side, it's me, Liz, Mars, who's a new ambassador.
Well, it's an eye-opening thing. Through activities like this, it just goes to show how much commitment Globe has to this effort. See it for yourselves and participate, spend a few days here and help build some homes.
The Globe's Project Wonderful is all about creating a wonderful world for our consumers, our businesses, as well as the nation. It's the sort of the way the Globe's putting together all of the building blocks we've built over the last 4 years. Remember, the wonderful world includes the nation. And so we also want to make sure that people who are underprivileged, people who have been devastated by the typhoons, also somehow in their own way live a wonderful world.
I think everybody can help. In our own little ways, we can help just by tweeting, using social media, and using your voice.
Walang iwanan in the sense that we're here when we start laying out the bricks, when we start making the bricks, when we filter the sand, when we paint the house. But also, more than that, it's restoring the dignity of the people that have lost so much.
This whole experience reminds us that nation building can be as simple and meaningful as lives we're building.
And when we do things that exceed what is expected of us, we create wonderful. And yes, that's wonderful.
Hi. They say nothing in this world is free, and for the most part, that's true. But here at NMF Network, all shows are indeed 100% free. And as an added feature, you have the option to subscribe to all your favorite programs, also at no charge. Why should you subscribe? By subscribing, you no longer have the hassle of delays when you stream the program. You also don't need to keep checking our site to see if your favorite programs are up, because they'll automatically be uploaded to your device as soon as it's available. Here's how to do it. For those people with Apple mobile devices, first you need to download the podcast app. Once you download the podcast app, open it, and you should be taken to the featured page. Now, you look for the store button. Hit the store button, and after doing that, hit the search button. Put your cursor on it and type New Media Factory. All our shows should automatically appear. Pick your favorite or favorites, open it, and hit subscribe. And that's it, you're done. Congratulations and welcome to the New Media Factory family.
Yeah, so we took a plane over to Ormoc, and this is my first time. Thank you. People are so friendly. They've made me feel so welcome here. The people in the township were beautiful and maganda. We visited with the kids in the town. Just the beauty and the innocence of the kids. It just went a long way for me. Touched my heart. I love children, and just to see them, these big open smiles, that can go a long way.
Kids are beautiful.
Today, we are very happy to share with her our small token of appreciation.
When we went out there, we helped a small business owner at her sorry, put up her sign, and she told us her story. And to see that she's back up on her feet, working and building her business, that was very inspiring to me.
Salamat, salamat, salamat sa lahat.
With all the devastation, a smile can change a moment. It sounds cliche, but I think it's true.
What we've done is actually give them a retailing package wherein we further increase their capability to earn. What we have given Manang Bising was a mobile phone, a retailer SIM, and a seed money or a startup money that allows her to sell load.
To the mobile number, the amount of load.
I think it's a natural instinct for all of us to help out along the way and give back. Globe Telecom has been an incredible partner with me in terms of allowing me raise awareness about what they're doing as well. And I saw what their mission is in nation building, culture building, and brand building. And I thought, this is a really solid vision. Well, first off, I learned that the strength of the Filipino people is paramount. And even with all the challenges that have come their way, I think they're back up and very positive and hopeful that their towns and cities are going to rebuild, and it's inspiring to see that.
One big smile, smile.
I think, programs like Project Wonderful is something that's huge here. Coming out and building homes and sending materials and sending financial aid is always just an incredible thing. I think, throwing money at the problem is one way to go, but what Globe Telecom is doing is they're inspiring small business owners to get up on their feet on their own and have the responsibility of running a business. And I think that there's something to that as well. It's very inspiring.
What show?
That show! It's a show! That show!
It's that show, pare.
Oh, that show! Oh. Yeah, that show's cool. We talk about...
Oh, what does this look like?
Vagina? And...
Like a double blowjob!
Vagina?
Who is the asshole that decided to shave this shit off the entire planet?
Sometimes we like to talk about...
It's like when you guys like a high-fiving on a girl and then you're doing her in the butt and you're doing her in the mouth. High five, bro.
Vagina? Vaginas?
And you're jacking off really intensely, but like massaging your balls and shit.
I'm not talking about a Chewbacca, man. I'm just talking about a nice little,
Vaginas?
And don't miss that spot, like the cowper's gland. It's like in between your balls and your asshole. But not me, because I'm a guy.
Yeah, that's a cool show. You should watch it. I think we're on Tuesday.
Hi guys, it's me, Tita K. Tita K! Come and hang out on Live, Love, Lols. Let's talk about makeup, beauty.
Hi, ganda.
Who's that? We can talk about ugly too, not just... And of course, Donya problems galore. Yaya, ang spaceship paki-on. Fashion, shopping. Oh my god, shopping! I love shopping. Ah! Food. We gotta talk about food. Anything and everything on cyberspace. Let's buy everything. We can talk about glamour and ubusan ng glamour. We fly Wednesday 6 to 7 p.m. only on nmfnetwork.tv.
Friend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered. Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast and visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the program here, it is Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 3. Last chance for your calls at 880-9294, Skype the Good Times Podcast. You can text us at 927-214-1981. Jasmine Curtis-Smith on the program doing such a fantastic job. Jasmine, really much, much better than I thought, than I expected. Only because I'm just going on by what I remember. And not saying that you were awful, you were so quiet. I was like, okay, I wonder how she's going to do on the show. And God, you're sharp.
Yeah,
So,
I try
good
to
for
be
you.
so that people don't cross the line,
Yeah, good stuff. Follow her on Twitter at Jazz Curtis-Smith. More importantly, check her out on Sunday, her new show called Jasmine. And it's on TV5, 9:15 p.m. Great concept. And is there another way outside of television to watch your show? I heard is there a mobile kind of thing or
Well,
internet
there's
stream?
There's a mobile application that TV5 is launching called the Second Screen app, and they can check it out there. But also, I think they're hoping that they can stream it online as well for the future when people can't watch it while they're at work or whatever they are on a Sunday night. But I'm sure they should be home. So yeah.
That's all right. You liking the famous life, huh?
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, definitely. There's nothing that I should be complaining about.
Totally. All right, here we go. Last chance for your calls. Let's get to them. See how much we can squeeze in before we wrap up tonight's episode. Let's start in Japan here and go to Onyx or Yonix. You're 28. Mushi Mushi. Thanks for being here, buddy. What's up?
Konnichiwa.
Yo, Mo, what's up?
How can we help you, sir?
What about me?
That's Jasmine Curtis-Smith, goddammit.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey.
Jesus, let's go.
Okay,
Mo. First
what's
time,
going on?
long time, Mo.
Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Really, truly. Thanks.
Question ko lang po. Kasi,
Wait, where in Japan are you?
Nagoya.
You know what I've never had, and I was just saying this on the radio earlier today. I've never had Kobe beef before.
What's Kobe beef? Oh.
It's their high-end beef. It's I know that
they
people
have that at Shabu Shabu.
Oh, yeah.
They have the Wagyu stuff, but the Kobe beef, that's the elite shit. That's the stuff we ever go to a Japanese restaurant, Jasmine. You look on the menu.
Yeah, I
sorry?
always see that actually.
I don't
That's
know
the
about that, Mo.
expensive
Kasi
shit.
maraming dito yung tinatawag lang yakiniko, yung parang yung mismong grill nandun sa harap mo tapos nilalagay mo lang yung mga
Yeah. But I've
steak,
never had
ganun.
the Kobe beef, like the one that everybody makes a big deal out of and super expensive. I
No,
just
expensive.
have you tried it?
No.
Yeah,
Never
it's just
tried.
rich. It's super rich people food. But I'll tell you this though. I was taken out to lunch once by a luxury brand, handbag luxury brand, Jasmine. And this was in Paris. And they were like, I think it was like a media thing. Like, we'll take you out to lunch, fancy restaurant. And this is a really, really popular luxury brand. And I was sitting there, and they're like, okay, well, go ahead and order. And really fancy restaurant, like Madonna was eating there, like earlier in that day. And it was just kind of a fucking really hoity-toity place. So I was like, all right, I'm going to order the most fucking expensive fucking thing I can fucking find on this thing. I don't give a fuck what it is, just because this is it, man. This is the life. And I don't like caviar, but there was a small appetizer. I mean, it was tiny. It looked like, what a Carmex is? The lip balm?
Yeah.
It was that big. It was in that little container, that big. It was $42,000.
Huh?
And I was like, I'm ordering that shit.
What?
They were like, okay. Yeah, it was like from the Middle East or some shit. So a guy comes out, it's on a little Carmex looking thing, and they open it, and I take one. And I knew I was going to hate it because caviar tastes like ass. But I tried it, and sure enough, it tastes like shit. And I didn't touch it again. $42,000 right there.
That's crazy.
Like it was nothing. Yeah. The life of Dan Bilzerian. You see that, Pico? That's baller. And I was hoping, though, my point is, I was hoping that they would have Kobe beef there, just because I wanted to try it. I just can't afford it, man. Like I can't justify the cost if I was going to pay for it.
Would it be as expensive as the caviar?
No, certainly not. I mean, if you go to a restaurant, Japanese restaurant, and then you order, I mean, I can afford it, but I don't know if I want to pay for it if I haven't tasted it before yet.
Yeah.
But let's just say if you're going to order, say, gindara, which is a quasi-expensive fish dish, it's probably going to be, what, at a nice restaurant, $800, $1,000. Kobe beef, maybe $7,000, $9,000.
That's mahal.
Maybe 10,000 for a steak. Yeah, something like that. I mean, not outrageous, but outrageous enough for me not to order it if I'm paying for it, is what I'm saying. Anyway, all right, Onyx, enough of Kobe. What's up?
Yes, Mo. So I'm 28 and I'm married. Pero yung wife ko dyan sa Philippines. And so I'm here almost 7 years. Tapos whenever na yung mga ibang lugar na napuntahan ko dati kung saan ako nag-work, palaging may yung mga dating entertainer dati, tapos nakapag-asawa sila ng Japanese. Tapos parang biglang lalapit sa'yo, tapos sabihin ka na, sus, yung asawa ko parang hindi na nakakatagal pagdating sa sex daw. Parang nagpaparinig lagi. Tapos, kulang na lang na, ganun. Tapos ngayong time na yung itong bagong work ko. So, palagi talaga napaparinig na 5 years na daw na hindi siya inaano ng asawa niya. So, yung question ko mo is, how do you resist temptation? Kasi bata pa kasi mo nasa mga 33 pa tapos ang sexy kasi nga dati mga entertainer dito So, grabe ang tapos tinatawag ko na lahat ng mga santo yata para medyo yes, totoo mo.
So you're tempted.
He's tempted.
Parang gano'n na.
And Onyx, you've lasted this long? Not even one time?
Yes,
you've
Mom.
not, never once fucked up?
Yes. Whenever kasi the temptation na nandyan na, iniisip ko na lang talaga yung anak ko. Kasi lumaki kasi ako na hindi ko nakita yung parents ko na nag-aaway or something na buo kasi kaming pamilya nung lumaki. Kaya hindi ko talaga kayang gawin
Yeah, you're a good man. Yonix, what we say here on the show, and we get this all the time, and those girls that you're talking about, they call their show all the time. You know that. Like you said, long time, first time. So you've heard them on the program.
I hate to cut you off po. Kasi may episode kayo dati ni Miss Suzy na yung taga dito din sa Japan na yung nanay niya may iba. Tapos yung parang ganon. Usually mo dito, normal talaga yan dito
Yeah, that's why. I mean, we get Japan calls all the time, and it's always the same story, your story. But it's 80% a lot of the times it's the girls calling.
Yeah. 80%
a lot of the times it's the wives.
Ganun. Para hindi sila satisfied sa mga Japanese husbands nila, ganun.
Yeah, I get that. And again, we hear from Japan all the time, regularly on the show, and it's the same story. These wives, they hate their husbands. The husbands are this and that. I mean, Pico, we just had one, what was it, a week ago? The wife called same shit?
Last week,
So it's regular, but we rarely hear it from your side. The side, how do I resist temptation? So what we say here on the show, and we've said this several times, is we're all tempted. All of us. Even the best of us. Myself, our parents, we're fathers. We're all tempted to cheat. Every single time. There's temptation all around. What separates, though, us from the cheaters... And I'm not saying that I've never cheated. I have. But what I'm saying in temptation at the time of us and, say, a cheating moment is character. And that's the only thing that's going to stop you, Yonix. And that's what has stopped you this long. 7 years of temptation, and yet it's character that stops.
It keeps you from doing anything.
And keeps you from going. And where does that character come from? Maybe from your family, like you said, growing up. But what a streak you have going.
Yeah, good job.
Kadalasan kasi mo, daming mga kasama mo babae sa work, ganun. Tapos, bigla na lang, iba talaga, nagpaparinig talaga Parang iba talaga.
Yeah, but are you happy? Are you happy with your wife?
Yeah.
Then character. Then character, man. Character is what does it. In the end, ultimately, everybody's tempted. Your temptations are justified and normal, and it happens to all of us. It's what to do with it. It's truly what you're all about that prevails. So, Yonix, you started this show by saying what? First time, long time. That's what we say here in the radio business, like, oh, idol. Man, as much as you like me, I like you 10 times more for what you pull off. You get what I mean?
Kasi college days pa ako, nakikinig na ako sa'yo
So let's take that. Let's take all that admiration for myself, and I will try to absorb as much as you like me, and I'm going to throw it back at you. And honestly, truly in my heart, I want to tell you, I am way more proud of you, and I idolize you way more than you can ever idolize me for what you do. Exactly. Because shit, I don't even think in 7 years in Japan with hot piece of ass all over me, if I could resist, and you have. And for that shit, we can only applaud you. And Yonix, whether it be Jasmine or myself, to tell you keep going.
Correct.
Yeah, you just got to keep going.
As long as you don't entertain it and let it lead anywhere else. And you haven't. So, wala namang problema. And I think you can compose yourself in any situation if that
Listen,
ever
you're in
comes.
Japan. There's some killer sex toys over there. Every time that temptation comes around, masturbate it off, buddy. There's fucking fantastic fleshlights and all of that other good shit in Japan. You just go to your local store down the line, just start grabbing all of that hips and fake vaginas all off the counter and put it in your house and just masturbate that fucker off.
Yeah.
You want a recommendation? I'll give you a recommendation. What's my go-to? Pico, the ZXY.
Yeah, that's
the Meiki ZXY. MEIKI
ZXY.
ZXY is the line. It's a short for the porn star's name. I forgot. It's a Chinese one. But there's a Maria Zhao, but you don't want to fuck around with that one. That's not as good as the ZXY. But Meiki is the brand. MEIKI. Fantastic flashlight. You love it.
So how do I use it, Mo? So ano siya?
You put it on your dick. It's like a flashlight.
Yeah, more or less that's it.
Yeah, it's like a fake vagina. Then you lubricate it and you put it on your dick. It's fantastic.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Alam ni Pico.
Yeah, Pico. Yeah. My girlfriend bought me one in Japan once, and we used it in the bedroom a couple times. It's fucking marvelous. Meiki, MEIKI, available like at your mini stop down the street, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my god.
All right.
Diba, lantaran yung ano dito pagdating sa mga sex toys, meron talaga.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah. And get one of those, man. They work really well. Yeah. And how often do you come home to the Philippines to see your wife?
Every 3 years, ganon, 2 years.
Okay, try to make that a little more. Right? Try to see her a little more, or try to bring them over. If we're gonna try to be successful here, let's try to see your family a little bit more than once every 3 years.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Onyx.
Good job.
Anything you want to say, Jasmine? Yeah. Go.
Best headphones.
Ooh, studio in ear. So what are we looking at? Like for you to use while you're on the train, walking around, or for what? To use it? Like what's the purpose?
Kasi mo naglalaro kasi ako ng game, so I find that headphones yung kagaya sa ginagamit mo.
Oh, like
more,
the big
more talaga siya. More immersive yung sound ba.
Jasmine, are you a audiophile? You know any of this? I mean, I use the same brand that I've been using for 20 years. That's my problem.
Oo nga mo, ni-research ko yung brand mo. Ang mahal pala yan.
What do you use ba mo?
Well, okay, this will be my 20th year in radio. Yeah, well, I use a Techniques, right, which is kind of, I think, like a merge with Panasonic by now. But I use the same one that I've used from back then. And it's no longer available. Like, they don't make them anymore. But I bought like 100 of them. Just in case it breaks, I always just replace them and replace them. Because I can't do my job without these headphones mismo. So they're Techniques. Now, they have newer versions of Techniques. It's not rated as amongst the best. It's just, it's the one that I've been using since I was younger than Jasmine here. So I think, though, when you look for the best, there are some that are outrageously priced.
Yes,
so I need
agree.
you to tell me what your budget is for best headphones. Then I can tell you. Like, how much are you willing to spend?
30,000 pesos.
Jesus Christ. Why don't you go to the fucking Philippines with that 30 grand and see your wife? Fuck the headphones.
Kasi kasi ako mo competitive player kasi ako mo sa Battlefield 4.
Well, if you're willing to spend a lot, I don't know how much Bose headphones are, but that's the most expensive one you can get na worth it. But there's also the Beats. They're good.
The Beats are okay. Right? I have had those a couple of times.
Broken? No, they're not. They're not.
They're not good.
They're all right.
Okay.
I wouldn't tell anybody to buy them.
Pretty good.
Marshall headphones.
JBL.
JBL's excellent. Yeah, that's a good one.
There you go.
30,000. I'm trying to think what kind of money.
What else?
Huh.
Gamit ko yun mo yung Audio Technica na M50.
Okay, yeah. I know what that is. Shit. Hold on, give me a sec here because I really want to answer your question.
V-Moda M100.
Oh, kayo may alam yan.
That one.
Wala akong alam dito.
V-Moda?
Yeah, M100. That's what I use.
Is that about $200?
Yeah, more
Something
or less.
Like that?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, that's alright.
See,
yeah,
may sukli ka ba?
May sukli ka pa.
Pambili ng
pang-sex
toy. Plane ticket mo. Ay, okay. Iba iniisip natin dito. Iba tayo.
Jasmine's like, yeah, go see your family. We're like, no, go to the sex shop and let it rip, brother. Hold on. There's a company that emailed me recently. If I can get to my email. Hold on. This is going to take... Sorry, I know this is unprofessional, but I got to help you here.
Meron ba?
I think it's called... Hold on one second, dude. I think it's is it Grado or Grado? Grado. They make a fucking fantastic headphone. Hold on though. I'm trying to get it for you here. I'm looking through my emails, Yonix. And I think you can wait because you've waited 7 years to not have sex with anyone else. So just relax there, buddy.
Yun talaga ba si Hannah?
That's right. I know that. I know you're gonna be patient. It's fine.
Kaya yan mo.
Try looking up this company. I think it's called. This is either Grado or Grado. Grado Labs. I think they make some superior headphones that are really fucking big.
Gina-Google niya na.
Yeah, Grado or Grado Labs. Fucking super high end, super nice, and really just I've heard them, and they've been in contact with me about sending me one if over here so I can try changing what I got. But yeah, pretty fucking expensive. I think their high end is like a PS1000. It's like $1,700 US. So go lower than that for those headphones.
Excuse me. Yeah.
All right, Yonix. All right, brother. All right, man. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye. Good luck. Let's try to speed this up because I know you got to go. Let's go to Kay, who's 29, line 1. Hi, Kay, Quezon City. What's up?
Hi, Kay.
Kay?
Hello.
Hello. Dad having an affair with Wom? Kay? Hello? Yeah, all right. Can you guys get her back? Let's go to Eunice. Eunice is on line 5, 22, Tarlac. Hi, Eunice. You're in Tarlac. What's up?
Hello.
Hi, Eunice.
Hi.
Eunice?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, dear. What's up?
Hello po. Can I ask
Yes.
po?
Yep.
Hi, Miss Jasmine.
Hello. Hi, Ines.
I want to ask po if my ex still wants me even after we broke up, but we still see each other.
I'm sorry. I'm a little lost. What did you say? Your ex wants to see you every day?
Yeah, can you turn off your video because it's making?
Oh, there's a
quality.
okay. That's right. There's a delay.
Yeah.
Eunice, turn off your the stream because there's a delay. It's like 10 seconds.
She's on Skype video. That's why there's.
Turn off your Skype video. There you go.
Okay.
Not that we don't want to. Not turn.
No, she went offline. Good job. 8 times 7.
All right, Eunice. How are we on K on line 1?
Go ahead, Kay. She's there. Sorry.
Kay.
Okay, let's just go K first, and then we'll work Eunice out. Hi, Kay. You're 29. QC. What's up?
Yeah. I need your advice because apparently my dad's having an affair.
Fantastic.
And my mom already knows about it, but my dad is not
aware that your mom knows.
My mom knows it.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then?
And my dad apparently has a kid.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And then?
And I want to save our family. I don't know how, because my mom was telling me that I should be the one to talk to my dad.
Yeah.
Right now, my dad is really cold in my mom right now. Really cold.
Are you the eldest or only child?
Yes, I'm the eldest.
Eldest, all right. So what's the question?
My mom wants to get revenge. I do not know what to tell.
Damn.
That's my girl. Welcome to the... Step in my office. Have a seat. Close the door behind you. Let's talk about this.
And then is she really investigated already? I don't know what to tell her. Because if I tell her you do this, you do that, my dad might just get out of the house and leave us. But my mom wants to get revenge.
Can you guys survive without your father financially?
That's the thing, because he's providing. He got us something, and my mom doesn't want to, because he's the one paying for that thing.
Okay. Do you guys have a lot of money?
Average, not rich, not poor, average.
I think the revenge would be nice here is if she starts opening up a bank account that only she knows about, starts taking some of his money slowly and putting it in that account of hers. And then eventually, not to a point to bankrupt him because he'll notice, but to at least come up with a fairly large amount of money that he doesn't know about, that she can tuck away. And when she's comfortable with that amount, then she can go ahead and tell him to fuck off. Because one of the big problems, I think, in the country when it comes to these husbands that cheat on their wives and whatnot, are these wives are staying in the relationship because how are they going to survive without their husband? And then we don't have a divorce law, meaning there's no separation of funds and all of that stuff that you do it in a divorce that will kind of make it equal. So there are a lot of issues that you need to kind of consider. I think the best way to go is, well, if he doesn't know that she knows, then you keep it that way. And the revenge, the best revenge, is you open up a fucking bank account and slowly start transferring some money into that bank account that he doesn't know about. And then when she's comfortable with the amount, then you scandal. Then you go after the girl or the dad and you make it ugly. But at least you have some money there when it becomes ugly. Jasmine, how you think on this awful plan of mine?
Because I think also the girls just pinipirahan lang siya.
That's right. So even more open that bank account. So instead of going to her, it's going to you.
According to my mom, the girl is not really my dad's daughter. So I don't know how she learned it, how she knew it.
Yeah. Well, let's not go on that. And regardless of, remove that from the situation because it's only going to fuel you to make bad decisions. You need to check off the ultimate goal here is, can you survive financially without your father? So you have to you kind of have got to get the ball rolling on making that possible by getting that bank account and putting some of that fucking money away.
Okay.
That's in fact the best revenge, because if your father eventually gets caught, like publicly within the family gets caught, he's going to be like, and then he sees he's going to be all mad, but he's going to be all macho about it, and then you hit him where it really hurts. Money is the one that fucks guys up. So that's what drives them nuts. If you hurt him there's no sweeter revenge than that.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
But you run.
That's from Moha. That's from
that's
Moha.
from me. But you run. Like when you get the money, you fucking run because he's gonna come after you. So you run far away. Jasmine, what's your take on this? What do you think, man? That's mine. But what do you think?
I wouldn't make it.
It's a little complicated.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it any more complicated. I think if I was the mom, I would. If I can survive financially without the father, then I wouldn't do anything further to destroy
but they don't.
Yeah, and if they can't, then it's hard. I wouldn't make it any more complicated.
What would you do
regardless.
as a daughter, just because you're younger? And we're not going to say that you're the wife. Let's just say that you're in Kay's shoes, where your parents.
If I was her, of course I understand that she's mad, and that I understand the whole feeling of wanting to get revenge, but at the same time, I would rather talk things out, because at the end of the day, even if it doesn't solve anything, communication will help you kind of understand. And I know that the dad is wrong for cheating and even maybe having the kid with that woman, regardless if it is really the kid or not. But it's just already a complicated matter, so it's just harder if you tie more knots and make it harder for you to untangle later on. If you're living a fine life now and the mom is fine with knowing and the dad not knowing that the mom knows, then I guess all you can do is let the dad know that, hey, mom already knows. All you have to do is talk to her. And I don't want to get involved. You guys solve your shit. I'm old enough, so I'll live my own life.
Gotcha. Hey, well said. Just don't listen to Jasmine there, but well said. I'm just kidding. All right. Thanks for the call, Kay. Good luck.
All
right. Bye-bye. Jasmine Curtis, thank you for being here tonight. Jasmine Curtis-Smith,
you.
sorry. Thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate you so very much. You did such a fine job.
Thank you so much for having me. I
mean
had fun.
Wholeheartedly. I'm glad you did. Come back next time you have a project that you might need to promote, or if you're bored and you're kicking the shit at home and you're like, you know what, I'm bored. I'm gonna go pay Mo a visit, and we're gonna save some lives.
No problem.
Out there. So please do swing back. Again, one more time, just for the record, Jasmine is happening on Sunday, 9:15, TV5. Looks like it's going to be a hit here. It's 9 weeks, so don't miss out on an episode.
Please.
And I'm sure you're not going to get bored because it's 9 weeks. It's going to be pretty action-packed the entire time. So do check that one out. Congratulations on all the wonderful success. And really, I know I've been saying it all night like a broken record, but I am wholeheartedly happy to see the woman that you've become. You are
Thank you.
superb, my dear.
Thank you so much, Mo. Thanks for having me. I had
thanks for
an
being
incredible time here.
All right. Jasmine Curtis-Smith. And send our love to Sam, please. Sam,
Sure.
our love is being sent to you.
Sam, no.
Hooey. No, you've been here before, buddy. You know how it works. Come on, man. Hi, Sam.
Hi daw.
Hey.
Hi.
As if walang usapang tain nung commercial break. Sam. Sam.
Yeah,
All right, bud. Yeah.
Nagkakape.
But I'm happy for the both of you. And you
Thank
guys
you.
look like a great couple. So
Thank
best
you.
of luck.
Thanks,
All right.
Mo.
And if you guys are in heartaches, then call the show.
Yeah, guys.
I'll
tweet
talk
me.
some sense into that Sam there. All right. Later. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, guys. Bye.
All right, let's wrap it up when we come back. Say our goodbyes and all that good stuff. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 3, brought to you by Globe. Back after this.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
During and after what happened sa Yolanda, seeing everybody helping out each other, that's what really made sense to me. Since I'm a fashion stylist, I would always want what looks good together and finding the pieces that would look great together.
I think for us as Filipinos to get up and mobilize to help other kababayans in need, that's natural to us. But for us in this case, to never give up and never get tired.
Whatever your job is, it doesn't matter. During that time, we just all went there, helped each other, and moved the world.
Figured out the gravity of the devastation, I don't know, there was something inside me that just felt like nothing else in my life mattered. I work very closely with Gawad Kalinga. I was so happy that Globe chose them too, because as an organization, I feel that their love and care for the people and the communities is something that I don't see enough. I just find that that was the most special one for me.
It's a good feeling, especially when when you're helping some other people, especially when you see them so happy because they're gonna have a new house, new home.
It also means that we're showing them that we're involved, that we care, that they're not alone. Top executives were here today. And on the ambassador side, it's me, Liz, Mars, who's a new ambassador.
Well, it's an eye-opening thing. Through activities like this, it just goes to show how much commitment Globe has to this effort. See it for yourselves and participate, spend a few days here and help build some homes.
Globe's Project Wonderful is all about creating a wonderful world for our consumers, our businesses, as well as the nation. It's the sort of the way that Globe's putting together all of the building blocks we've built over the last 4 years. Remember, the wonderful world includes the nation. And so we also want to make sure that people who are underprivileged, people who have been devastated by the typhoons, also somehow in their own way live a wonderful world.
I think everybody can help. In our own little ways, we can help just by tweeting, using social media, and using your voice.
Walang iwanan in the sense that we're here when we start laying out the bricks, when we start making the bricks, when we filter the sand, when we paint the house. But also, more than that, it's restoring the dignity of the people that have lost so much.
This whole experience reminds us that nation building can be as simple and meaningful as lives you're building.
And when we do things that exceed what is expected of us, we create wonderful. And yes, that's wonderful.
Hi. They say nothing in this world is free, and for the most part, that's true. But here at NMF Network, all shows are indeed 100% free. And as an added feature, you have the option to subscribe to all your favorite programs, also at no charge. Why should you subscribe? By subscribing, you no longer have the hassle of delays when you stream the program. You also don't need to keep checking our site to see if your favorite programs are up because they'll automatically be uploaded to your device as soon as it's available. Here's how to do it. For those people with Apple mobile devices, first you need to download the podcast app. Once you download the podcast app, open it and you should be taken to the featured page. Now, you look for the store button. Hit the store button, and after doing that, hit the search button. Put your cursor on it and type New Media Factory. All our shows should automatically appear. Pick your favorite or favorites, open it, and hit subscribe. And that's it, you're done. Congratulations and welcome to the New Media Factory family.
Two girls, one cup. I heard there was this video going around on the internet some years ago. Because we're two girls, me and Nicole, and a cup where we get all our topics from the cup. It's not lustful. This show is about shoes, bags, friends, girlfriends, gossip, current events, everyday life. I don't know. Dicks on my head, apparently. And the dick on Nicole's head. We got a segment called Let's Be Honest. Would you do whoever? Would you do Max Eigenmans? I would. Cis code. Because there's a bro code, but there's no written cis code. Truth or dare. Kupal people. Bullshit. We share pussy. Not really. Two girls, one cup. You should watch the show.
Says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered. Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast and visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the podcast here. Time to wrap it up. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 3, brought to you by Globe. Quick announcement before we say our goodbyes here. Good news to those like me who are allergic to long lines. Particularly at banks, the BPI Express mobile app becomes even more accessible as BPI launches free access to Globe Telecom's over 38 million prepaid, postpaid, and TM customers. For more info, visit bpiexpressonline.com. Caller of the night, I think I'm going to go with a guy from Japan. I think he was cool. Yonix, the 28-year-old, the guy who doesn't want to cheat on his wife. That's awesome. Congratulations, Yonix, your caller of the night. We got to thank Jasmine Curtis also for being here tonight. We appreciate her, and hopefully we'll see her again soon. Her boyfriend as well, Sam. Sam was here before, so that was all good stuff. Anything else, Pico, before we say goodbye?
No, yeah, I talked to Sam. He said he's going to guest soon.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's good. And Jasmine had fun. I talked to her downstairs. She said she's going to be back. Hopefully when she's not too busy or after her vacation. Or That's gonna be good.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh, what are you, casting director now?
No, just socializing with a guest. You know, we have to make them comfortable and enjoy the show, and we take care of our guests here. Yeah, on behalf of you, because you're not here, so we have to, you know, we have to do the PR stuff.
Fair enough. Okay, good job. All right. What else I got here? Anything else? I'm trying to think if there's anything worthwhile to talk about before we move on.
The Equalizer.
Maya Angelou died.
Equalizer. Oh yeah, Maya Angelou. Jeez.
She died.
Yeah, 86 years old now.
Yeah. Oh, look at you, Mr. News.
Yeah, of course. See, I told you I'm going to read up on current
Where's
events.
Ange? I haven't heard Ange
there,
all night tonight.
Hi,
Angie,
Mo.
there?
Yeah,
Hi,
of
Ange.
course.
Were you upset at us last night because we were teasing you about your boyfriend?
A little bit.
No, it was so
Why?
fun.
Yeah.
Why are you mad?
Teasing me. I'm not mad naman.
But
Wala lang.
I'm just saying, I feel like the guy does think... I just don't know if the guy knows that you exist. Yun lang. Yung
What
sinasabi.
the hell? Wow. Wow, diba? But everyone saw when he, you know, went to the...
I haven't seen him tweet you yet.
I need a reply, actually.
See, that's my thing.
Stalk niyo ba siya on Twitter?
Yeah. So, baka I'm worried,
Alright.
speaking of stalk, na nagiging stalker ka lang. Ni
No.
Boylet.
Hello. Hindi, no.
Kilala ka. He knows your name.
Of course.
He follows you on Twitter.
That's
Okay. Thanks, guys, ha. Thanks sa panonood. Kasi hindi na kami nagtutulog.
That was a sarcastic question. I didn't know it was real.
Yeah, I thought you were
Follow you on
kidding.
Twitter?
Whatever.
I thought you were kidding.
He doesn't follow you. Why? He's your boyfriend. MU.
No.
Or Fubu.
MU. I'm not... Ano Fubu? Wala nga nangyari. Nothing happened.
So, nangyari? And she's playing you.
What the...
So, okay lang. Magpapagamit ka lang. That's fine with you.
Walang gamitan.
You're our last caller.
Yeah.
Walang gamitan nangyari.
Askal to, dude. Don't you know? They've got a reputation.
Okay, and then...
Yung mga chicks sa Maldives, ang dami yan. Mga naka-bikini sa beach.
Oh, sige. Yeah, okay,
So
fine.
magpapagamit ka lang.
No,
Just use my body.
no
Okay lang
naman.
kasi you're national team.
No,
Para sa bayan.
Para sa... No, there's nothing going on naman.
Then why doesn't he follow you? Well, then what's all of this? I know you're there, but I miss you na. It's okay. I miss you, pero okay lang kasi nakapasok naman kayo sa finals eh.
I miss talking to him sometimes or yung
may baby
kasama
ba?
sa
Tama ba yung
camera.
baby? May baby
Kasi
yata ako
ano ba,
nakita dun eh.
Pico, gusto mo laglag din kita. You know, may gago.
Oh, go. What happened? What did Pico do?
Kasi
Tell
there
me.
was a winner kanina. Nag-pick up ng prize niya. Tapos sinasabi niya na parang, you know, I know Pico, ganyan. So, how do you know Pico? We matched on Tinder.
Tang ina.
No, because I was fat.
Pangit siya.
I was fat.
Uy, grabe ka, Pico,
I thought she was cute. And then,
pangit siya.
I saw that
She had
she
big
shot me.
boobs. But she's parang stalking Pico pa. Parang, so his video.
So, pero at least dinilaan yung titi mo, yung balls.
Oh, hindi. Wala.
Ay, di na.
Nagtatago pa si Pico kanina.
Nagstay lang ako sa control room. Wala.
Just a little bit of tongue?
Wala.
Nothing?
No.
Jeez. Hard to get.
She showed me pa her conversation with Pico.
No way.
Oh, what was it?
What?
Yeah, what did it say?
No,
Quickly.
nasty
Holy,
stuff.
please.
Pico.
Wala namang talagang ano eh.
Yeah.
Mga friendly stuff lang.
Ganun
Nakita mo yung Jollibee commercial ko?
Oh, I got
Sabi niya, hindi.
Jollibee money.
Sabi niya, may sinabi si Pico na parang, hey,
My
I'm
regular
on
yam
cam.
with cheese?
I'm on cam, ganyan.
I'm on cam na. Yeah, I co-host the show with Mo now.
Mga ganon.
It's
Oh,
like,
hindi,
yeah, that's right.
Sabi ko, wow, sikat.
It's GTWM.
Celebrity.
And,
may maliit na P din sa logo.
Yeah, maliit talaga yung P. So,
What? Shit, yeah, I walked into that one.
You walked into it. You set that one up yourself.
Shit,
Yeah. That's awesome, Pico. Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Nagtatago pa siya kanina.
Does your family laugh at you about the whole
The
Jollibee
thing? Yeah, my brother was laughing.
Because it's really funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I like Gian's moment there. Gian's little turn to the head, like, oh my god, I'm so jealous moment. That was awesome.
Now she saved the picture. That's her wallpaper now. Like the 2 seconds one. Yeah.
It wasn't even 2 seconds. How dare you? 2/10 of a second.
Yeah, she posted it on Facebook. She said she's on TV.
Grabe, Pico
That's
smile
awesome.
there, no?
Yeah.
Waving to the camera with the GoPro pa.
No, that wasn't my fault. They said, okay, wave to the riders. And said, okay, bye. hawakan mo yung balloon.
Fantastic. The
Hawakan mo yung
balloon is the
balloon,
best.
Yeah,
That's the best part.
Yeah, and we noticed that I was the only one holding the balloon. Like we watched all the videos, all the people in the clip. I was the only one with a balloon. What the hell?
Now that's not airing for television, right? Because
That's on YouTube. They
online,
make it an ad on YouTube.
Hindi siya mukhang technical.
You mean skip this ad? At least by the time
this ad,
at least by the time he's gonna skip this ad, nakita si Pico for about 4 seconds.
Yeah, 4 seconds, and then skip the ad.
Yeah, it's like you can skip this ad in 15 seconds, and when it's about to hit the 6-second mark, then you can see Pico now. So that's alright.
Okay na yun.
At least
That's
make
enough.
exposure.
That's enough.
Yeah. But you don't get to the balloon part. That's
No,
the problem.
that's fine. That's good.
Don't skip the ad yet.
Yeah.
Wait
That's
till the
best
balloon part. That's awesome.
Best part. Yeah. Should have been
Okay,
there.
so we got to get a campaign going so your boylet can follow you on Twitter.
What the
Yeah,
heck?
we have to make a hashtag
Because all of your little obsessive, cryptic, vice ganda-ish
What the
tweets
hell?
of how much you miss him and he's on the finals, he doesn't get to read it.
Hindi niya nakikita.
Because he's playing. Because he's
Useless.
playing. Because
Sure,
he's
that's
playing.
right.
That's why he doesn't get to read it.
So how many people does he follow?
I don't know.
Oh,
Hold
if
on,
you don't
we
have
can
enough.
check.
Fuck you.
Wow. Wow, Pico.
For research.
Yeah.
Damn
Next
it.
you know, he follows 700 people. One of them's not even you. That's awesome.
Whatever.
It's naka-block ka pala or something.
Yeah. Watch the replay.
Ah, Wala.
Where is he? Come on.
Oh, there.
What is he?
319 people.
Jesus Christ.
Tingnan mo, puro
Part
mga
of 319.
Japanese. Puro mga Japanese.
Yeah, but still,
pinafollow.
dapat pina-follow ka niya. Tapos he just tweeted
Shut up.
like 12 hours ago.
Shut up. Can we just end the show? Tama.
So he's using his Twitter. At least it's not hindi mga
akala ko yung mga
last
last
tweet,
year.
February 14. Yung mga ganun.
At least may reason, di ba? Parang, okay,
Ang
busy.
ina.
So,
He's
wala.
been tweeting.
He just
doesn't even
tweeted 12
follow
hours
you.
ago after the game.
Ay, nako, Ange, magpapakantot ka lang tapos you're gonna fall in love na.
No, I'm not gonna fall in love.
Kuwawa ka
No,
naman. Alright, whatever.
no. He's the last person I'll fall in love with.
Pero may baby.
Oh, so
may
you've already
baby
been in
ka.
love.
Ano ba?
Ano may baby? Oh, you said I miss you,
Yeah,
baby.
baby.
No,
Hindi naman
hindi.
na-
I didn't say I miss you, baby. Excuse me.
Parang
Ange, what are you
baby just
doing?
want more assist. Or
You-
something.
No, kasi...
You listen to this show. You know these people. You know what they're going through. Why put yourself in a situation as one of our callers?
No.
Falling for that
No.
groupie shit.
No. Promise, trust me on this. Wow, trust me.
You know what? Here's what happens. Pag tinetext niya ni Ange, diba? So, Ange
Kasi-
text him. So, how are you? And then yung sa phone niya, makita niya, 0917. Na hindi pa nakasave yung name.
Whatever.
Who's this again?
No, he's the one who texts me
He has
first.
to scroll
Sorry.
up to find, it's Ange pala. Mga old messages.
Mga old. Hi, this is Ange.
He's the one who texts
it's
me
Ange pala.
first.
Whatever.
He's the one who texts me first.
Text him, babe. Pa-follow naman sa Twitter.
Tapos naka-scene lang. Nakalagay scene. Nakalagay red.
I don't
Nakalagay
like
lang red.
begging eh. Wow.
Mga
Don't
red,
beg
mga
for
12
that.
hours ago.
That's great.
Ba hindi marunong mag-Twitter? Hindi
Pero
marunong.
kaka-tweet niya lang 12
Marunong
hours
lang
ago.
siya mag-tweet,
Tapos
pero
may
hindi
mga-
siya marunong
May mga
mag-follow.
na-retweet siyang mga girls.
He apparently followed 319 times. So yeah, I think he got the hang of it already. He follows more people than I do.
Kailangan niya pa ng practice.
Yeah, but he's a football.
Practice about caring.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, man.
Why are you guys making fun of me?
We're not. We're trying to show you the light. That this guy, that you're in love with this guy who
I'm
barely
not
knows you
in
exist.
love. I'm not
You
in
just
love
said he's
with
the
that
last
guy.
person you're gonna love. You just said it.
You actually said it. It's recorded.
No, but I'm not in love with him. I'm not gonna fall
You're
in love with
obsessed.
him.
Oh my God, babe.
No.
Then why do you call him baby? Isa pang assist
No,
baby.
it
What the
was in the
fuck?
heat of the moment. Wala yun. Parang... Wala yun. Oh
Tsaka
my
yung mga, I
God.
miss you, but at least you're in the finals.
God damn it.
Yeah, parang
Ayoko
vice
na,
ganda
hindi na ako
talaga.
mag-tweet.
Vice na
Ever.
vice. Kulang na lang lagyan mo ng DS.
Kasi it was in the heat
I
of
just
the
don't
moment.
want you to look pathetic. Okay? That's all.
Yeah, we just care about you.
We care about you and your image.
Mm.
Your Ange, your super producer Ange.
Yeah.
Islamabal's the finest. If he saw this, he
Yeah, he'd be
himself
ashamed.
he would stone you to death.
But yeah, but Islamabad looks good right now. Wala lang. I just saw his picture in Iran.
Yeah, he looks good right now because he follows you.
Yeah. Okay. Oo nga. Point
Lazy
taken.
Nange, this guy, I don't like this guy for you. Doesn't even like respect some of my sloppy seconds. You know, like, yes, so what? I fuck you and I throw you out the house, but at least acknowledge. Okay? If you want scraps and leftovers of the Islamables, at least you follow on Twitter.
Yeah, at least you follow back.
That's right.
Okay.
If you want to take my leftover that I leave on the table, that's okay with me. You want to eat it? Sometimes I don't eat all the food. It's okay.
Sige
But,
na, I won't tweet about
at
them
least,
na. I won't tweet
please thank
them
me
na.
that I pay the bill, you know? If you're going to eat my food, just to at least tell me I pay the bill, paying the bill like fellow Ange on Twitter.
Okay. Okay, sige.
Siguro mali titi niya, no?
Yeah, Japanese Brazilian yata.
Ano?
siya.
Japanese Pinoy.
Japanese
The
Filipino.
Japanese Pinoy. Oh, shit. See,
Yeah.
worst combination ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. See you guys tomorrow. Who's on tomorrow? Is it Catalano?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you have Cat tomorrow.
All right, fantastic. See you guys tomorrow, bitches. Bye-bye.
Good Times with Mo, the podcast season 3, was brought to you by Globe.
We'd like to thank you for your calls and invite you to check out our other podcast on the New Media Factory by logging on to nmftv.com.
Follow Good Times with Mo on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
Follow Mo at DJ Mo Twister. And don't forget to check out www.motwister.ph.
See you next time.
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.